start a campaign to bring awareness of depression and anxiety, and I walked around the town just talking to people, making them smile, and at the moment that they gave me a smile, they would get a free cookie. Why? Because I can't bring a complete change on the cause, but I can do everything that is in my hands. If you can just put a smile on someone's face and they're going through something, it means a lot to them.
I am Jamaican, and we are very authentic in whatever we do and what we bring to the plate. I do believe that because I'm in the process of learning sign language. I was just thinking to myself that, you know, it's really hard for them not being able to get the same equal opportunities, or they treat them less because they have a disability or they're different. And I just thought to myself, you know what, I need to do something to make the environment a little bit more conducive to them. And so I'm also in the process of building a sign language app, which is really to break the barriers of communication between persons of the deaf society and persons of the hearing counterparts.
I'm really connected with my culture in New Zealand. I went to a kindergarten and a high school and primary, fully immersed in my Indigenous culture, which is Māori. I even have a tattoo on my left shoulder, which is called a tamoko, which is a cultural tattoo, and it represents my family and my ancestors. I think it's important to not hide my tattoo. Holding that with pride on the Miss Universe stage would make a huge statement that I'm in love with my culture and that I'm proud of who I am and I'm proud to be myself.
My passion for music began because of my sister. When I arrived home, I used to see her playing piano, and the interest started there. Music now is one of my passions too, and I cannot imagine my life without it. I never expected to win the contest in Portugal. It is a real pleasure for me to be in here. When I arrived here to the hotel, I thought, I'm really here, so I think that's the most important accomplishment.
Our country, the music is very important and very famous in our country, so I'm also like music. ဆိုတော့အခုမြန်မာငယ်မှာကျတော့အားလုံးကတေးဂီတာကိုသဘောကျနှစ်သက်ကြပါတယ်အားလုံးကလည်းသဘောဘယ်လိုပြောမလဲပို့ပြီးတော့ပေါ့နော်ကောင်းစေခြင်းနဲ့ပို့ပြီးတော့လည်းတိုးတက်စေခြင်းနဲ့အဲ့လိုစိတ်တွေရှိကြတယ်ဆိုတော့နောက်ပိုင်းမှာပို့ပြီးတော့ကောင်းသွားအောင်တေးဂီတာပိုင်းမှာလည်းအကောင်းဆုံးနဲ့ဆွမ်းကုန်စူးစမ်းသွားပါမယ်
I speak more than 5 languages and I'm working on learning more. Everyone has a hobby and this is my hobby. I like learning cultures. I feel when you speak to a person in their language, you speak to their heart. I am always in a state of looking for something to improve myself in any sort of way, physically or mentally. I like to discover new things about myself and discover new things about the world, and I'm very curious when it comes to any topic.
L'escrime m'a appris la tolérance, l'esprit d'équipe et la détermination. J'ai commencé l'escrime à l'âge de 4 ans et c'est vrai que ça m'a vraiment forgé, ça m'a permis d'avoir certaines valeurs et certains principes, ainsi que de voyager dans la Caraïbe ainsi qu'en France. Et ça m'a permis d'avoir une plus grande ouverture d'esprit et c'est ce qui fait ce que je suis aujourd'hui. Ce sport est une vraie passion pour moi. Mon but dans la vie, c'est plus tard de percer dans une carrière de mannequinat afin, qui sait, de créer ma propre marque par la suite afin d'être une femme indépendante, de m'assumer complètement afin d'être à l'aise dans le futur et surtout être heureuse, c'est l'essentiel.
Hello, my name is Bisutiri. I'm 19 years old and I'm representing the Kingdom of Cambodia. My biggest dream is I want to represent my country in Miss Universe. It's not just my dream, but it's all Cambodian dream. I'm so proud that they chose me to be the first woman to represent my country in Miss Universe. ប្រទេសកម្ពុជាខ្ញុំស្រឡាញ់អ្នកហើយខ្ញុំស្រឡាញ់អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាដែលជាប្រជាជនរបស់ប្រទេសកម្ពុជា
My mom, as a single parent, definitely molded me into who I am today. She is my ultimate inspiration. I am inspired by everything that she has done for me. She never let any negative things hold her back, and she would always try to make a positive impact. I'm blessed to have her, and she's the reason of who I am today. I was not there during the hurricane, but I was in flight trying to get back to home. And because the hurricane hit, I wasn't able to go back home and I was stuck in Atlanta. It's a very sad feeling when you can't go home. Even though we're going through a hard time, we still have small blessings that can turn into big blessings that will inspire us to keep pushing forward.
Questo è il mio primo tatuaggio ed ultimo perché non ne vorrò più fare nessuno. E questa è una mia canzone preferita, i The Script, e il titolo è For the First Time. Nella mia vita ho tante passioni. Io adoro viaggiare, ho visto tantissimi posti nella mia vita, ho lavorato in tantissimi posti e la mia passione più grande è quella di fare box. Adoro tantissimo questo sport e lo faccio da 3 anni. Tutte le cose che accadono in questo mondo brutte, io posso soltanto dire ragazzi, manteniamo la pace, siamo tutti in pace, il mondo è uno, la vita è una, amiamoci tutti e viviamo la vita in pace.
Como todos los padres te enseñan, primero que nada son las lecciones y los morales y después obviamente vas aprendiendo a través de ellos, ¿no? Si este año me tocase ser Miss Universo 2017, quisiera mostrar la fuerza de la mujer. Cómo es ella en el sentido de su día a día, más allá de ser una cara bonita y subirse arriba de unos tacos y una pasarela y desfilar. Me gustaría mostrar la fuerza de la mujer.
I would love to work in the field of international relations and on the field of international commerce. Representing my country has always been one of my dreams and I enjoy it so much. But I think that one of the greatest part of life that life gives us is that to keep dreaming, to keep us pushing through the limit and to keep us sharing with people. Right now we're living in a world where everything is interrelated, everything is interconnected, and focusing on differences is not the way to do things. I think we need to focus on what unites us, on what gets us together, instead of what makes us apart and different. So I think that my discipline and my work, the passion that I put in this work have been shown during this journey.
I saw one quote from Eleanor Roosevelt: "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams," and I thought, wow, this is a beautiful quote. Growing up, I was a very lively girl, liked to talk to everyone, and then I stopped being like this because I was in a relationship. I was not myself, I was not being empowered. When I did this beauty pageant, it changed me, it makes me more confident. I become an empowered woman. I started to believe in myself that I could do anything that I wanted to do. And I started to see that I was empowering young girls in Mauritius. I said, I want to empower these girls like I've been empowering myself all by myself. It's important to give it too.
My name is Laura Sofia de Santis and I'm representing Panama. We're so small, but so big at the same time. We connect, we unite. We have the Panama Canal that all the merchandise of the world has to go through us, and we're just a small little part that connects North America and South America. It was really hard for me to make friends. I just didn't fit in. At the end, confidence is something you're not born with. Confidence is something you learn. It was hard for me to get out of my comfort zone. I never thought that I could do this, but I did it. And I won the Miss Panama. So pursue your dreams.
I've always been an animal lover ever since I was small. My greatest passion is horseback riding and my horses. My uncle used to own a ranch, so every time we would go visit, I was always fascinated by the horses. And I started taking classes when I was 8, and I never looked back. I fell in love. The horseback riding that I do is actually pasofino, which is a Spanish sport. I'm an island girl with an international twist, and I think my cultural heritage and my humanity makes me me.
일단 저는 제 나이에 비해 더 많은 경험을 한 것 같아요. 제 또래 친구들보다. 그래서 그 다양한 경험들을 바탕으로 제가 할 수 있는 일, 그리고 정말 잘할 수 있는 일을 구분할 수 있는 지혜가 생긴 것 같고, 제가 잘할 수 있는 일을 지속적으로 발전시킬 수 있는 방법을 자본금 100만 원으로 시작해서 결국엔 월 3천만 원까지 소득을 올린 인터넷 쇼핑몰을 운영한 경험이 있는데요. 조금 알아낸 것 같아요. 그래서 그것에 포커스를 맞추고 나아가고 투자하고 집중할 수 있는 능력이 있는 것이 저의 가장 큰 장점이 아닐까 생각이 듭니다.
From 2 years old until 17, I grew up with a foster family. At 17 years old, I moved out to figure my life out. So I started modeling and traveling. I went through a lot in life, being independent, you know, traveling alone. I learned so much about myself. So I have so much to give back to children. I have so much to share. I just want to guide them because I know that they are our future. I want to motivate them. I want to inspire them. I want to be able to speak and they will listen. Children from an orphanage, children with parents, you know, children who are gifted, children who are not gifted. They're all children anyways, and it makes me happy to see a child succeed and to see me put a smile on their faces.
I was modeling for 3 years. The models are not good with eating and everything. I want to do something different. I want to know how to eat healthy and teach the other girls and young girls how you can do that. That's why I'm going to school to teach nutrition. I want to change that young girls look at models. I think they have to look at themselves and be the best version of themselves. Maybe in the future I want to be a stand-up comedian because I love to make people laughing and everyone laughs at me even if I'm serious, but then they think I'm really funny. So, and I like that, if people laughing. I like a comedian, so maybe in the future I will be there one.
As a fourth-year medical student, actually pursuing something outside the realm of medicine was definitely not anything I had pictured for myself. My life had always pointed itself in the direction of becoming a physician, but my personal goals and my personal dreams were always something that I couldn't stay away from. I strongly believe that beauty and brains can exist cohesively. They don't have to be on separate sides of the spectrum. And I would encourage anybody, if you have a dream, don't be afraid to pursue it, regardless of what anyone thinks.
My passion is modeling. My dream was to compete in Miss Universe and to represent my country, Bulgaria. When I was 4 years old, my mother, father, they teach me how to be a model. They teach me of everything that I know now. When I left to come here, my parents said to me that I'm the winner and they love me. So that's enough for me to be the winner for them.
I am a domestic abuse survivor myself. I was in an abusive relationship at around 18 years old. Through my nonprofit RIVA, Refuse International Vision and Hope, we opened an outreach center in Guyana. We've been educating our younger generation at the grassroots, and we've been helping them through advocacy and public policy. I think RIVA is something that's very close to my heart because of my experience and because of how closely I work with others on domestic abuse and the change that I've been able to create just in a short period of time. It's something that brings tears to my eyes still this day, and I can't believe that a person like me can do something like that.
Hola, soy Glacy Noderasek, Miss Bolivia Universo 2017. Por el momento estoy estudiando comunicación social, estoy en mi tercer año. Por el tema del modelaje tuve que congelar mi carrera. Quiero desempeñarme en periodismo, quiero conducir lo que es una televisión programa, todavía no sé el reality, si manejar noticieros o farándula, dependiendo de cómo se me abran las puertas. Considero que no tengo una última meta en la vida. Mientras se me presenten muchas oportunidades las voy a saber aprovechar. Claro que el primordial que tengo es terminar mis estudios y seguir con lo del modelaje porque es algo que me apasiona, y también estar con los deportes extremos porque es otro de mis sueños.
I see myself as a very genuine spirit. I pride myself on that, on being present in every moment, reminding myself to literally live and take in everything as it happens. Being West Indian is something that's very empowering as a global citizen. There's a special flair that we bring to the world when someone says, you know, I'm not sure where St. Lucia is or where the Caribbean is. Being able to take them back to how the Caribbean was formed, that melting pot of cultures, and having so many different ethnic backgrounds and so many other countries that would have been brought, or races that would have been brought to the Caribbean, and still being able to just celebrate who we are as West Indians. That is something that I pride myself on celebrating.
My name is Momoko Abe. I'm from Japan. I love playing golf. I am an expert golfer because I started playing golf when I was 6 years old. I have practiced it almost every day. My score is 68 and I got hole in one twice. I participated in LPGA Tour in 2015 as an amateur. It taught me many lessons about mental strength and focus. I think being Miss Universe requires similar mental strength and focus in order to help make the world a better place.
I'm back! 86 of the world's most empowering women. France, USA, Colombia, Thailand, Kenya. The new Miss Universe is live on Fox.
Hello, my name is Farah Sad'i. I'm 23 years old and I represent Egypt. One of my main reasons to join the competition of Miss Universe was just to spread the idea of positive body image and positivity, especially for women and for younger generation, because it's not okay when you listen to a child saying that I need to change how I look to fit a certain social mold or a certain idea of beauty. We need to spread the idea of that we are all beautiful in our own way. We're not supposed to look like each other. You know, what makes you different than the other person right next to you, that's what makes you unique, and that's what you should celebrate.
The journey to becoming a scientist actually started at a young age. I was rummaging through the trash room in our living quarters and
Nick is absolutely correct. I am the choreographer of the Miss Universe pageant, and we are thrilled to have you all with us tonight. My team and I have been working very closely with these lovely ladies, and let me tell you, they are a sharp group. Who are we pulling for this evening? Well, let me just tell you, I would not want to be a judge. They are gorgeous and they are smart, so please enjoy tonight. With that said, hello from Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. Welcome to the 2017 Miss Universe preliminary competition. Let's meet our 92 contestants.
Maria Polverino, Italy. Davina Bennett, Jamaica. Momoko Abe, Japan. Camila Silva, Kazakhstan. Sewijo, Korea. Suhamho Somjit, Laos. Janasa, Lebanon. Samantha Katie James, Malaysia. Tiffany Pisani, Malta. Angie Kelly Chan, Mauritius. Denise Blanco, Mexico. Sun Dancer, Myanmar. Sinai January, Namibia. Nagma Shrestha, Nepal. Nikki Opay, the Netherlands. Harlem Cruzy High, New Zealand. Berenice Quezada, Nicaragua. Stephanie Abbasi, Nigeria. Kaya Kojam, Norway. Laura de Santis, Panamá. Ariela Matao, Paraguay. Priscilla Howard, Peru. Rachel Peters, Philippines. Katarzyna Wodarek, Poland. Mathilde Rime, Portugal. Dan Hernandez, Puerto Rico. Ivana Mihalaki, Romania. Alexandro Estienne, Russia. Louise Victor, St. Lucia. Manuela Blanca Berntrager, Singapore. Vanessa Botanova, Slovak Republic. Emina Ekic, Slovenia. Demi-Leigh Nalpita, South Africa. Sofia Prado, Spain. Christina Pires, Sri Lanka. Frida Planner, Sweden. Lilian Erica, Tanzania. Maria Punlatlap, Thailand.
Yvonne Clark, Trinidad and Tobago.
Turkey. Yana Krasnikova, Ukraine. Marisela Costa, Uruguay. Kyra McCullough, USA. Esanica Vera, US Virgin Islands. Casey Sayago, Venezuela. Lauren Vietnam. Isabel Chikoti, Zambia. Come on, audience, let's hear it again for these beautiful ladies. Who's gonna be our winner? Let's hear it. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce the cheapest host we could find, Nick Teplitz.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? All right. Who do you... All right. We've already got a crazy Thailand fan in the house. So listen, I have hosted the show a couple of times, and every year it's the same thing. I come out here, make a few cheesy jokes, nobody laughs, everyone mocks me on YouTube. So tonight, I decided to do a little something different, mix it up. I went online and I Googled Miss Universe jokes. And I figured I went to just the top 4 or 5, and I thought, if this doesn't get a laugh, well, then you guys are just too tough an audience. So let's give this a shot. Joke number 1. How do you know that the Miss Universe pageant is fixed? Because all the contestants are from Earth. All right. No? Let's try another. Why did Miss Universe cross the road? Because the pageant was across the street. Yeah. Okay. Clearly those weren't your favorite. Oh my God, someone just dove for that ripped up card. I know something that will always get the crowd going. I'm going to introduce right now my co-host. She's a reigning Miss Universe, Iris Mittenaere.
Hello. Hi.
Wow. Hello, Iris. Now, I actually had a really good question to ask you, but I realized it was on that card I ripped up. So instead, I'm just going to say, listen, I met you about a year ago in Paris. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, well, you spoke almost no English at all, and you have really come an incredible long way. In fact, backstage, you were insulting me. You can even insult in English now. That's pretty impressive.
Well, Nick, you are not very hard to make fun of. I think they all agree.
Okay, well, case in point. Well, listen, I might be an easy target, but I do know somebody that you have a lot of respect for, and that's our 6 amazing judges. You want to meet them?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it, all right. Let's bring them out. We're starting with Billy, you back there? Come on out, buddy. They're a little shy, everybody. Give it up for them when they walk out. He served as a member of IDT Corp's board of directors and as the CEO and president of IDT Telecom since 2011, Bill Pereira.
In 1998, this lawyer, actress, model, singer, and TV host became just the 2nd Miss Universe winner in history from Trinidad and Tobago, Wendy Fitzwilliam.
He's the award-winning founder and director of the world's first all-transgender modeling agency, Slay Model Management, Cecilia Asuncion.
She is the director of marketing for Tao Group in New York City, producing events for stars performers like Dave Chappelle, Conor McGregor, and DJ Khaled. Morgan Dean.
She's the backstage correspondent for UFC and hosts major events around the world. As a reporter and producer, she's covered countless special events, including Saturday Night Live, the Mayweather-McGregor fight, and Dancing with the Stars. Megan O'Leary.
She is a New York-based model scout for ING, an agency that proudly represents some of the world's greatest talent, including Ashley Graham, Gigi Hadid, and Carly Kloss. Isabelle Lindblom.
Let's give another round of applause for our judges. Yeah. Judges, please take your seats. Now, Iris, as the judges are seating themselves, I've got to ask you something. There's something I'm dying to get to the bottom of. Okay, so when I met you in Paris, you were Iris. Now you moved to New York, became a big shot, and you're Iris. So please, once and for all, let myself and the audience know, what is your name?
Okay, Nick, you can call me whatever you want. Really, just pick one.
All right, Irizzle it is. Well, it looks like the judges are being seated. They're looking like they're ready to go. Are you guys ready to go? All right. Should we do this thing, Rizzo?
Let's do it! We begin with Albania.
Albania describes herself as a country girl who is anxious to travel the world. This 19-year-old has volunteered with the Red Cross and is passionate about helping sick and suffering children. Albania.
Angola.
Angola is currently in college studying architecture, but would eventually like to be an interior designer. This 19-year-old swimwear learned how to speak English by watching movies and listening to music. Angola.
Argentina.
Argentina currently models and recently earned her bachelor's degree in public relations. Her mission in life is to help children who suffer from domestic violence. Argentina.
Aruba.
Aruba is the chief operating officer of a real estate business she runs with her mother. In her spare time, she enjoys cooking vegan food and reading motivational books. Aruba.
Australia.
Australia is a speech pathologist who works with children. This ambitious 25-year-old also runs an illustration business and has designed jewelry and t-shirts. Australia.
Austria.
Austria currently speaks 4 languages and hopes to be a teacher one day. In her spare time, this 19-year-old enjoys playing the piano and hip-hop dancing. Austria.
Bahamas.
Bahamas is currently a 4th-year medical student. As a physician, this 25-year-old intends to assist the less fortunate through the organization Doctors Without Borders. Bahamas.
Barbados.
For the past 2 years, Barbados has been part of a project to feed the homeless in her country. This 26-year-old enjoys scuba diving and has studied the violin for 11 years. Barbados.
Belgium.
Belgium works part-time at a chocolate factory, but plans to be a self-employed marketer in the future. This business management student dreams of one day creating her own Times Square billboard. Belgium.
Bolivia.
Bolivia nearly died after contracting malaria, dengue, and hepatitis as a child. Now 20, she is working on a project to get those in small communities with malaria get the help they need. Bolivia.
Hey everybody, I just want to give you a quick reminder, there is no recording and no photography tonight, so please put those cell phones away. Thank you.
Albania. Angola. Argentina. Aruba. Australia. Austria. Bahamas. Barbados. Belgium. And Bolivia. Brazil.
Brazil plans to open a beauty center one day. This 18-year-old business management student also dreams of becoming a world-renowned lecturer on topics including racism and gender equality. Brazil.
British Virgin Islands.
British Virgin Islands is currently employed as a legal assistant, which she says has improved the way she talks to people. British Virgin Islands.
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria is currently studying archaeology with plans to become a museum curator. This 19-year-old animal lover volunteers at a dog shelter that is owned by her uncle. Bulgaria.
Cambodia.
Cambodia is the first ever contestant from her country to compete at Miss Universe. This 19-year-old part-time model's nickname is B because she's always so busy. Cambodia.
Canada.
Canada has a degree in industrial engineering. This former Toronto Maple Leafs broadcaster enjoys public speaking and has even addressed a crowd of over 20,000 in a packed arena. Canada.
Cayman Islands.
Cayman Islands is currently pursuing her master's in management from the University of Liverpool. She plans to start a talent consulting firm, teaching interview skills and proper business etiquette. Cayman Islands.
Chile.
Chile has been training in Thai boxing for the past 6 years. This professional model says the sport not only keeps her body toned, but is also great for discipline and keeping her mind sharp. Chile.
China.
China graduated from a dance academy with a degree in fashion design. This 27-year-old actress and model is also a dedicated animal rights activist. China.
Colombia.
Colombia has long admired Muhammad Ali because she feels it's important to convince others that you are a champion. She was bullied growing up, so she's made it her mission to teach kindness and respect to her country's children. Colombia.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica is currently studying business administration and medicine. She plans to become a dermatologist and help those who can't afford medical attention. Costa Rica.
Remember everybody, security is floating around ready to steal your cell phones. No recording, please.
Brazil. British Virgin Islands. Bulgaria. Cambodia. Canada. Cayman Islands. Chile. China. Colombia. And Costa Rica. Croatia.
Croatia enjoys working part-time at her family's coffee production business. In 2018, this 19-year-old will be studying physics and mathematics at MIT. Croatia.
Curacao.
Curacao empowers youth through a foundation, Beautiful Helping Hands. This 20-year-old communication student enjoys acting, modeling, and speaking. Curacao.
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic is new to pageantry, and tonight is just the second time she's competed on stage. She's currently studying to become a physiotherapist and plans to get her master's degree in a few years. Czech Republic.
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic is a practicing corporate and securities lawyer. Her job is to ensure the legality of commercial transactions, advising corporations on their legal rights and duties. Dominican Republic.
Ecuador.
Ecuador is in her third year of studying psychology, educational theory, and teaching methods. This 22-year-old hopes to someday create a recreational project for hospitalized children. Ecuador.
Egypt.
Egypt has a degree in Spanish and Portuguese philology and speaks 6 languages. In the past, she's worked with South American embassies, translating movies for various film festivals. Egypt!
El Salvador.
El Salvador is currently earning a bachelor's degree in languages. This 21-year-old first became interested in the subject because she wanted to understand the English song she heard on the radio. El Salvador.
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia is a runway model with 14 brothers and sisters. She has proudly volunteered with an organization that provides school supplies to children whose families can't afford them. Ethiopia.
Finland.
Finland currently coaches a junior dance team. This 25-year-old was nearly unable to participate in the national pageant after fracturing her foot dancing earlier this year. Finland.
France.
France is a semi-professional fencing star. This 19-year-old law student took up the sport when she was 4 and has since won numerous championships. France!
Croatia. Curacao. Czech Republic. Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Egypt, El Salvador, Ethiopia, Finland, and France. Georgia.
Georgia is currently working as both a dental assistant and professional model. This 21-year-old animal lover is an active volunteer at veterinary clinics and pet shelters throughout her hometown. Georgia.
Germany.
Germany is currently in college studying sociology, language, and literature. This 20 years old is from a small town in the eastern part of her country and enjoys the jazz dancing in her spare time. Germany!
Ghana.
Ghana recently completed her national service with the tourism authority, so she's well versed on her country's historical sites. This 23-year-old enjoys playing the drums in her spare time. Ghana.
Great Britain.
Great Britain is currently getting her master's degree in human rights law. This 25-year-old amateur kickboxer hopes to work for the UN or Foreign Office in the future. Great Britain!
Guam.
Guam's recent DNA test revealed she possesses a genetic variant called the Olympian gene. Perhaps that explains her Olympic qualifying times in swimming. Guam.
Guatemala.
Guatemala runs an own business selling women's clothing. She currently volunteers with a welfare program for low-income families that focuses on helping malnourished children. Guatemala.
Guyana.
Guyana is a college senior working on a degree in finance. She started her own nonprofit with a mission to build strong values for youth through education, awareness, and public policy. Guyana.
Haiti.
Haiti recently planted trees in her home country. Haiti, 22 years old model, enjoys creating new fashion looks and sometimes design clothing for her pet chihuahua. Haiti.
Honduras.
Honduras' ultimate dream is to create pet rescues throughout her country. This 18-year-old volleyball star was once scouted to potentially play on her country's national team. Honduras.
Iceland.
Iceland works as a print model and social media influencer. This 22 years old hopes to deliver baby one day. So starting next year, she will be pursuing a degree in midwifery. Iceland.
Georgia, Germany, Ghana, Great Britain, Guam, Guatemala, Guyana, Haiti, Honduras, and Iceland. India.
India is a former journalism student who hopes to host a travel show one day. This 21-year-old netball champion was once the face of Nike in her country, India.
Indonesia.
Indonesia has been a professional model for the past 12 years. This 26-year-old communication major volunteers for several organizations that take in disabled children. Indonesia.
Ireland.
Ireland struggled with anxiety through her teenage years and is now committed to the promotion of mental health awareness. She was a competing rower for the 10 years and won several county and national medals. Ireland.
Israel.
Israel is proud to serve as a soldier in the Israeli Defense Force. This 19-year-old entrepreneur runs an online store that imports and sells activewear that is manufactured in Brazil. Israel.
Italy.
Italy stays fit by boxing every day. This 25 years old enjoys working as a model because it allows her to meet new people and travel the world. Italy.
Jamaica.
Jamaica won 20 track and field medals while in high school. She's the executive director of a modeling agency, making strategic decisions and grooming clients for the international stage. Jamaica.
Japan.
Japan has hit 2 all-in-one since she started playing golf 17 years ago. This 23 years old can drive a ball 250 yards. Japan.
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan is proud of her volunteer work providing help to low-income families. This 19-year-old enjoys hiking and racing cars and once ran a half marathon to raise money for charity. Kazakhstan.
Korea.
Korea is in the process of starting an own fashion brand. She's starting an online store with an own $1,000 investment, and with the money she's made, has been able to support her family and pay for her mom's grad school. Korea.
India. Indonesia. Ireland, Israel, Italy, Jamaica, Japan, Kazakhstan, and Korea. Laos.
Laos has been studying Taekwondo for 8 years and was once awarded a gold medal at a national competition. She admires former U.S. President Barack Obama, who once visited her country. Laos.
Lebanon.
Lebanon is currently a third-year law student. Despite having thousands of Instagram followers, this 20 years old takes the time to respond to every comment left by fans. Lebanon.
Malaysia.
Malaysia is an actress and model who started traveling around the world at 17. After landing a film role in China, this 23-year-old had to learn to speak Mandarin in a month. Malaysia.
Malta.
Malta is a freelance DJ who has lived in 10 different countries. She is a former winner of the hit show Britain's Top Model. Malta.
Mauritius.
Mauritius has a degree in mass communications and currently works as an image consultant. This 28-year-old animal lover helps educate others about the mistreatment of monkeys used for testing. Mauritius.
Mexico.
Mexico is currently studying medicine and plans to eventually become a gynecologist. In her spare time, this 19-year-old artist enjoys sketching her friend's face or reading a good book. Mexico.
Myanmar is trained in both the harp and her country's national dance. This aspiring model founded a charity that provides relief to victims of floods and other natural disasters. Myanmar.
Namibia.
Namibia is currently working on a bachelor's degree in computer applications. This future software engineer considers herself a tomboy. Namibia.
Nepal.
Nepal has a degree in business administration, but her real interest lies in television production. This 26-year-old has a popular YouTube channel and has been a TV host since she was 16. Nepal.
Netherlands.
Netherlands was a full-time model before winning her national pageant. She says if there is a talent portion tonight, she will perform stand-up comedy. Netherlands.
Laos, Lebanon, Malaysia, Malta, Mauritius, Mexico, Myanmar, Namibia, Nepal, and Netherlands. New Zealand.
New Zealand has tamoku, a permanent marking similar to a tattoo on her left shoulder. She received the moku when she was just 15. New Zealand.
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua has a business management degree with a focus in tourism. This 24-year-old entrepreneur plans to put that degree to good use by opening her own hotel. Nicaragua.
Nigeria.
Nigeria is in her final year of law school with the intention of becoming a human rights attorney. This 22-year-old has made it her mission to help end violence against women in her country. Nigeria.
Norway.
Norway starting working in the medical field after her mom was diagnosed with cancer. This 20-year-old is half Vietnamese and visited Vietnam for the first time right before coming to Vegas. No way!
Panama.
Panama is a creative writer who enjoys scripting poetry, short stories, and quotes. This 21-year-old social communication student is proud to represent her country as cultural ambassador. Panama.
Paraguay.
Paraguay is finishing her degree in business administration and is currently a manager for an international financial company. In her spare time, this 25 years old enjoys painting. Paraguay.
Peru.
Peru suffered from bronchopneumonia and asthma as a child, so her parents enrolled her in swimming classes. She began swimming competitively, eventually becoming a national champion. Peru.
Philippines.
Philippines worked at the barista in college, but recently opened up her own coffee shop. This half-British Filipina enjoys surfing, wakeboarding, and scuba diving in her spare time. Philippines.
Poland.
Poland works as a residency physician while she's getting her PhD in dermatology. She currently cares for patients by running tests, diagnosing issues, and treating skin diseases. Poland.
Portugal.
Portugal is currently an education student and plans to eventually become a preschool teacher. This 18 years old first ever pageant was her national competition earlier this year. Portugal.
New Zealand. Nicaragua. Nigeria. Norway. Panama. Paraguay. Peru. Philippines. Poland and Portugal.
Remember, folks, no photos, no videos.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico enjoys giving motivational speeches to students and helping kids in need. She recently participated in an anti-bullying program with her country's First Lady. Puerto Rico!
Romania.
Romania traveled through the world as a model in her early 20s. Being exposed to different cultures piqued her interest in the world economy, so she got her master's in economics and international business. Romania.
Russia.
Russia has a degree in finance and plans to get her master's in journalism. This 22-year-old once volunteered as a Formula One Grand Prix race in her country, Russia.
St. Lucia.
St. Lucia is currently getting her master's degree in international PR. Prior to winning her national pageant, she was employed by the global telecommunications provider as a marketing executive. St. Lucia.
Singapore.
Singapore has a bachelor's degree in fine arts. She champions several equal rights charities and has helped raise funds for underprivileged women through the sale of her artwork. Singapore.
Slovak Republic.
Slovak Republic is a senior in high school who is focusing her study on tourism and information technology. This 19-year-old dog lover volunteers at a shelter, walking puppies and bringing them food. Slovak Republic.
Slovenia.
Slovenia moved to Melbourne, Australia when she turned 16. This 22-year-old avid traveler was a tourism major who has dual citizenship and speaks 3 languages. Slovenia.
South Africa.
South Africa has a business management degree and hopes to help women around the world develop business skills. She was the first female student, council president, and deputy mayor in her high school's history. South Africa.
Spain.
Spain turned to athletics after she was constantly being bullied as a child. Basketball helped her make new friends, and she eventually became an ambassador of a new all-female league. Spain.
Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka knew she wanted to be in the fashion industry since she was 7 years old. She's 23 years old, has a degree in fashion design and her own fashion brand. Sri Lanka! Puerto Rico, Romania, Russia, St. Lucia, Singapore, Slovak Republic, Slovenia, South Africa, Spain, and Sri Lanka. Sweden.
Sweden travels internationally twice a month and has been to over 30 countries as a model. She's worked throughout the year as a motivational speaker, inspiring others to live a healthy lifestyle. Sweden.
Tanzania. Tanzania is a radio personality at an international broadcast station. She also produces a show called Magic Light, a program that focuses on African culture and lifestyle. Tanzania.
Thailand once built a preschool through Habitat for Humanity. This second-degree Greenbelt has her bachelor's degree in International Business Administration and a master's in marketing. Thailand.
Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago entered her first beauty pageant when she was 9. Both of her sister and her mother were also beauty queens. Trinidad and Tobago. Turkey.
Turkey is a 20-year-old law student. She believes freedom is a fundamental right for all human beings, and as an attorney, she plans to be a voice for the oppressed. Turkey.
Ukraine. Ukraine speaks 3 languages fluently and is currently learning 4 more. She's been singing professionally for 7 years and is co-authoring a book about Ukrainian celebrities in Hollywood. Ukraine! Uruguay.
Uruguay is a college student currently studying fashion design. In 5 years, she sees herself as a trendy fashion designer who started from nothing but opened her own store. Uruguay.
USA. USA is starting a non-profit education program called Science Exploration for Kids in College. She was a star basketball player growing up and previously coached an all-girls team. USA. U.S. Virgin Islands.
U.S. Virgin Islands has competed in 15 pageants to date. This 28-year-old launched her own line of cosmetics last year in hopes of inspiring and empowering young women to dream big. U.S. Virgin Islands.
Venezuela. Venezuela has a degree in mechanical engineering from a military university. Before she was crowned in a national pageant, she worked at an oil company. Venezuela! Vietnam.
Vietnam grew up on a farm in a poor village in her country. She left home as a teenager to seek a better life and eventually graduated from college with a degree in economics. Vietnam.
Zambia. Zambia works with various organizations that focus on rehabilitating women in prisons and caring for underprivileged orphans. Despite being Zambian, she's never seen a lion, elephant, or leopard in person. Zambia!
Sweden, Tanzania, Thailand, Trinidad and Tobago, Turkey, Ukraine, Uruguay, USA, US Virgin Islands, Venezuela, Vietnam, and Zambia.
Well, that brings us to the end of the swimsuit competition. What do you guys think? Who are your favorites so far? Well, let's just give every contestant a loud round of applause. They can